I I think this particular section was for me. I was trying to start up something and I was giving myself excuses that probably I don't have what I need to start what I needed to do. But I guess at the end of this show now I have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, can you add something little to what you already said? What's the role of mentorship? Someone like people that have you mentioned something that your challenges was actually balance. You trying to balance your and balance other giftings and other things you do with So what's the role of mentorship with capacity building, and also what's the role of volunteer like when you volunteer for maybe a campaign or you volunteer in church or maybe an organization, how does it help you build capacity?
Okay, that's a very interesting topic. Um, Personally, I want to, I don't know if I should answer the first or the second, but mentorship is very powerful. All right. There are two ways that you can learn. There are two ways that you can learn in life. One, you can learn through your mistakes, and secondly, you can learn through a mentor. These are passageways, these are channels through which you can learn. Mistakes are not bad. It is good to want to try out things by yourself, try to do things your own way. There are many people that have that opinion today. By the way, I was just like you. I always thought that I could do things by myself. I thought I didn't need someone to guide me. But there's something about having people in your life who have gone ahead of you. It means that you can, leverage on relationships and avoid certain, mistakes that you would have made, because life is short. You don't have all the time to learn. You don't have all the time to, discover things by yourself. That's why you need these people in your life. They've gone ahead of you. They've probably, made mistakes that you probably will make in the next 2 to 3 years. And the interesting thing is that you can avoid these things. You don't have to make, mistakes before you learn. Okay. Some people tell you that experience is the best teacher. While I think that's a very fantastic statement, that's also a useless statement, because it doesn't have to be your own experience. You can avoid certain mistakes by learning from people who have gone ahead of you. If you made mistakes in life, that's perfect. That's okay. You can learn from them. But never you say that you will wait to make mistakes before you begin to learn. And the one way that you can avoid these mistakes is by having a mentor. You must submit to mentorship and learn from people who have gone ahead of you.
You not answer the part of volunteering.
Yes, about um, getting involved in voluntary organizations. That's what you mean, right? Personally, it has been a blessing to me. Okay, like I said, I'm a graphic designer, but I didn't become this good out of the blue. Okay, there were times I did free designs for people. These days, I see younglings, young stars who, you know, they just started, and then you are killing people with prizes. You just started graphic design 2 months ago, and you're telling someone that to design a flyer, it's 10K. That's not how I started. I don't. It's not a bad thing, okay? But I know I served in my church. Even till now, I am still involved in the media department of my church. Okay, I still serve in my church, and I don't take a dime. These things, they didn't tell me to do it. I went to my pastor and I told him, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to serve. So my advice to you is find somewhere, find an organization, find a team, find, a place where you belong, and stay there and serve. One of the things service does to people is that, and of course I experience it firsthand, it brings this form of deliverance that you will not find anywhere else. There are many people who discover their purpose in the place of service. There are many people who discover their limitations in the place of service. Service exposes the hidden part of your life that you never thought existed. That's what service does. In the place of service, you discover your weaknesses, you discover your shortcomings, and then you can improve on those areas. Of course, also through the guidance of maybe your team leader or whosoever is there to help you and guide you. But service is wonderful. And also, for those of you who also you are asking now, I'm also coming down to the area of the spiritual. You are open. Maybe you see people like Apostle Joshua Selman and the likes, and you're like, God, when will I ever get to this point? Those people did not perform any magic. You've never gone out for evangelism. You've never done anything like that. You don't even use your WhatsApp status positively to talk to people, and you are hoping to become like Apostle Joshua Seman. That's never going to happen. I never knew that I had the ability to heal until I went out to the field. I never knew I had the ability to cast out devils until I went out to the field. There are many things you will never discover until you go out. All right. And this has a lot to do with building capacity, because when you go out, you begin to see certain things that you never thought were possible. And if you see Joshua Selman today, he inspires you. You want to become like him. You want to become like all these great people. I don't want to start mentioning a lot of names, but you know who you like. You know you want to become like this person. You emulate that person. You love the person. Go ask the person. They didn't start today. They started by serving under people and serving voluntarily in organizations without expecting anything from it.